Okay, imagine you're AC Milan's management right now. You've got a 21-year-old goalkeeper, Lorenzo Torriani, who's been stealing the show in preseason. He's making saves against top-tier teams, showing composure in high-pressure moments, and basically screaming, "Hey, I'm ready for more." But here's the problem, he's third on the depth chart. Mike Maignan the undisputed starter, and Pietro Terracciano's locked in as the backup. So what do? Let him rot on the bench? Loan him out? Or shake up the hierarchy and risk destabilizing your current setup? That's the messy, fascinating dilemma Milan faces, and honestly, it's one that reveals a lot about how modern football handles young talent. Let's break this down. Torriani is not just any prospect, he's a homegrown kid who already had his Champions League debut last season. He stepped in for an injured Maignan against Liverpool, and didn't embarrass himself. Then this preseason, he's out here denying Barcelona in penalties, keeping clean sheets, and generally making Milan Futuro's goalkeeping coach look like a genius. But here's the kicker, despite all that, the clubs kept him on the fringes. Last year, they included him in the first team, but mostly parked him with the Serie D squad. It's like giving a kid a seat at the adult table, but only letting him eat the appetizer. Personally, I think Milan's approach to Torriani feels stuck in the past. They are treating the third-choice keeper role like some sacred rite of passage, like he needs to wait his turn. But let's be real, goalkeeping is different. Young keepers don't develop by sitting on benches. They need representatives, they need match sharpness, and honestly, they need to make mistakes in real games. Terracciano's not a spring chicken anymore, 33 by the end of this season. So why block Torriani's growth behind him? What's the endgame here? That Torriani magically becomes a polished superstar after another year of playing in front of 500 fans in Serie D. Nah. That's a recipe for stagnation. What makes this really interesting is how Torriani's situation mirrors a bigger tension in football, the clash between short-term ambition and long-term planning. Milan wants to compete for titles now, which means relying on proven talent like Maignan. But if they are serious about building a sustainable dynasty, they need to invest in the future. Torriani is not just a project, he's a potential star in waiting. The derby save against Calhanoglu. That wasn't luck. That was the kind of reflex save that separates good keepers from great ones. And yet, instead of giving him a clear pathway, they are letting him linger in football purgatory. If I'm Torriani's agent, I'm already fielding calls from clubs that'd hand him a starting role tomorrow. Here's the deeper question. Why do clubs still treat young goalkeepers like they are made of glass? Look at Spain or Germany. Teams that don't hesitate to throw teens into the fire, Unai Simon, Gregor Kobel, you name it. Milan's got this shiny new Milan Futuro project, which is great in theory, but at some point, you've got to graduate from the farm team. Serie A is not exactly known for its mercy on young keepers, but Torriani's already shown he can handle the physicality and pace. Keeping him as third choice feels less like a development plan and more like a cop-out. A convenient way to say, we are nurturing youth, while actually stalling for time. In my opinion, Milan's got three options here. Option 1, make Terracciano the backup, let Torriani start in the Coppa Italia and rotate him in league games. Build his confidence gradually. Option 2, loan him out to a mid-table Serie A team for regular starts. Think how Donnarumma blossomed at Granada. Option 3, let him stay third choice, watch his value stagnate, and risk losing him for pennies in a few years. Guess which path feels like the worst move? Yep. Football's cruel to goalkeepers. By 24, Torriani could be seen as old for a prospect if this drags on. A detail I find fascinating is how Torriani's career arc challenges the myth that Italian clubs don't nurture young shot-stoppers. Yeah, they've had disasters before, see Gianluigi Donnarumma's near meltdowns at 16, but that's the point. Growth happens through struggle. Torriani is not asking to start every game tomorrow, he's asking for a fair shot. And Milan's decision here will send a message to their academy kids, to their fans, to the football world. Do they want to be a club that develops legends, or just buys them? Because right now, they are sending mixed signals. If you take a step back and think about it, Torriani's story isn't just about one player. It's about how football balances risk and reward in player development. Clubs want guarantees, but greatness rarely comes with one. Milan could have a world-class keeper on their hands, if they are brave enough to let him fail, learn, and rise. Or they could play it safe and maybe end up scrambling for a new backup in 18 months, when Terracciano's legs finally call it quits. Either way, the clock's ticking. And for Torriani, this might be his last preseason, where he can afford to wait patiently. After that, well, the world's full of what-ifs for a reason.